A leader is who sees more than others see, who sees farther than others sees, and who sees before others sees. Leroy Ames. Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I bid to Surveyor Dr. Robiah Abdul Rashid and to all the viewers of this video. In this video, me and my group members will be presenting on the topic of project management and the leadership in organization. The leadership style that we chose is paternalistic leadership, and all the information gathered regarding this style will be explained further. I hope you can enjoy this video and learn something.
My name is Abdul Razak bin Jusoh. I will present about definition of paternalistic. Paternalistic leadership is a managerial approach that involves a dominant authority figure who acts as a patron or matriarch and treat employees and partners as though they are members of a large extended family. In exchange, the leaders accept loyalty and trust from employees, as well as obedience. A paternalistic leader creates a perplexing environment in a workplace that employees consider their team as a family.
There are three types of paternalistic leadership. The first one is authoritarian. The philosophical and background history of authoritarian leadership can be described by the influence of Confucianism of China. The philosophy requires that the leader to have legal right to discharge authority over the follower, and implies that each follower is bound to obey his superiors. Leaders in this leadership carry out a close monitoring of workers, and it is the leader who always takes the final decision. Next one is benevolent. This sort of leadership is fine and it is mentioned in Chinese texts. This leadership focuses on the personal and familial well-being of subordinates in the individualized and holistic manners. This leadership is often the most preferred leadership style compared to the other two styles. And the last one is moral. Moral leadership is related to a leader's potential and the moral character to act as a role model for his followers. Moral leaders exhibit kindness, respect, treat people fairly, and are non-abusive of their authority. The primary element of a moral leadership is that it aims to serve rather than aspiring to be followed. Rather than showcasing their own skill, the moral leaders tend to develop the capacity of the others.
Next, I am going to present on the advantages of paternalistic leadership. As we all know, paternalistic leader treats employees and partners as they are a member of a large extended family. So the leader always focusing on the employees' welfare. The leader doesn't simply make decisions in terms of what the best for the organization, but they tend to favor the happiness of the employees. For example, if the company needs to find a way to cut costs, a paternalistic leader wouldn't consider firing employees as the best course of action. Instead, the leader would look into other ways which would be less damaging for employee welfare. The next advantages, as you can see, of a paternalistic leader, there is an understanding that the manager wants everyone to succeed, which can result in a lower amount of competition among the employees. To be added is the speed of decision making in general. Similar to other hierarchical leadership frameworks, paternalistic leadership models really concentrates decision making into the hands of the leader, which provides speed for the organization, since there is no formal requirement for consultation with subordinates or the need to conclude together, the leader is able to make decisions quickly. And for the last one, which is feedback, is invited and encouraged. For example, manager answer the questions and provide feedbacks to improve tasks assigned. At the same time, it also can improve morale and makes the employees feel more important, as those things are keeping the employees feel motivated and satisfied, since their voice is being heard and taken into the leader account.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ayu Nabila, and for this slide I will be representing about the disadvantages of paternalistic leadership. We have discovered that there is 4 types of disadvantages, and the first one is the negative impact in organization's operational effectiveness. This is because the leader acts as the decision maker and the person who knows it best. Instead of making decisions on their own, subordinates start running everything by their leaders. This will not only hinder employees' ability to learn and develop, but it also has a negative impact on the production. The second disadvantage is the framework does have a dictatorial to fill it. If the leaders doesn't stay grounded and humble, the idea of the best person for deciding things can cause arrogance and lead to worse decisions. Then, if there are no checks in place to question the leader's decision, then the organizations might suffer. In short, paternalistic leadership could lead to complacency. The third disadvantage is the managers can become blind with their powers and make decisions that only benefit themselves. The leaders are advised through feedback that a particular approach to a problem will not give the best result, but insist on this approach anyway, the workers will lose motivation. The workers will do their job, but they will be dissatisfied if the wrong decisions are made by their leaders. The fourth disadvantages is the problems with the employee rights. This issue can be caused and exacerbated with the employee legislations and rights. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Fatin, and I will continue explain the scenario that can be related to paternalistic leadership. The first scenario is decision. Employees who in this leadership environment expected that they are matter to their leader. They will give all their trust to their leader. However, there is a bad side of this. During brainstorming, leader will always make the final decision, even though there are many good suggestions or proposals given by the employee. Let's look at the figure. This figure is one of the situations that can be happen during meeting. In this situation, the employee gives suggestions regarding on their project. Even though the leader listens to the suggestion, however, he still wants to proceed to his choice. He'd ever not listen to the explanation. In this situation, as employee, they will think if their thought really matter for their leader. As a result, the employee will just move along as whatever their leader says. The second scenario is treat. This scenario is one of the employee dreams to have a leader who always treat them like family. Leader will always treat their employee like food or buying present as rewards. However, leader will always want their loyalty in the end. The last scenario is social. In this situation, leader will make a decision or plan how to improve the interaction within their employee. Some of it, leader socialize together with the employee during the work. Other than create a social skill, it also will create a bond within the employee that create a family phenomena. It is a good thing actually, which the employee will not feel the stress to do the work.
Before the next point, let's watch this short clip. first example of paternalistic leader is from Malaysia, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. For your information, the paternalistic leadership in Malaysia has reached its peak when the skills of a statesman are still in demand. Based on previous research, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad make it abundantly clear that he views leadership in a paternalistic manner. He managed his community as if it were his own children who require development of their potential and talents. Not only did he guide the new community free of colonialism and prepare it mentally and physically for the global challenges of the 20th century, he also led and continued the work of the previous leadership realization. Therefore, we can see Tun Dr. Mahathir is profoundly worried about the future of his relative young community as a realistic, pragmatic and father knows best leader. Next, the second example of paternalistic leader is from international, which is Ingvar Kamprad. He is the founder of Sweden's most popular export, which is IKEA. He is a solid example of paternalistic leader. For your information, IKEA was founded mainly to establish a family business, and the company's basic principles continue to highlight the concept of one large family. From the start, Kamprad established the vision, objectives, and operating methods. He desired that employees have fun while simultaneously providing the greatest possible service to clients. Therefore, we can see his practice toward his employees reflects the paternalistic leadership style.
In conclusion, if a paternalistic leader creates an environment of loyalty through his commitment and expertise, this style can be beneficial to an organization. Paternalistic leadership is a powerful framework for enhancing employees' productivity and motivation, while also promoting skills that do not harm employees' well-being. That's all from us. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Hold on. Wait a minute. It's not the end of the video yet. It's quiz time. Based on the previous information that I provided, we will ask you 2 questions regarding the paternalistic leadership. So, are you ready? Let's get started.
Okay, then we'll start first. Ready? The first question is, which the answer is not the type of paternalistic leadership? A. Moral. B. Transaction. C. Authoritarian. And D. Benevolent. You got the answer? Great. The answer is B. Transaction. Transaction is not included in the 3 types of paternalistic leadership. Good job!
Hi, I will ask you for the second questions of the quiz. This question sounds, which answer is not the advantages of paternalistic leadership? A. Focus on employee welfare. B. Speed of decision making in general. C. Feedback is invited and encouraged. D. Problems with employee rights. The right answer for this question is D. Problems with employee rights. If your answer for both questions is right, congratulations, you did it.